Hey, remember how we were joking about Faraday Future back in December? How they have no future? It was fun, but not so much fun now. They do have a future. I guess I should say it's fun for if you're rooting for any electric car to make it. They have a $2 billion future, as a matter of fact, so we're going to talk about that. Also, Volkswagen is in the news. But no animals were hurt, no executives went to jail this time around. It's actually good news. It's the next news about the executive going to jail, so we're going to talk about that. And of course, comment of the day. I'm doing something different this time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do something different. Probably at least for the rest of the week. I think you're gonna like that. So let's get going with all of this right now.
Taking over the world, electrifying the world, electric.
Welcome to those of you who are watching me live on Patreon. Of course, if you're watching me on YouTube, welcome as well. Please consider subscribing. It's free. You become a part of this community. You don't miss anything moving forward. I think it's worth doing. So just go ahead and click on that subscribe button. So it will make your life better. Anyway, let's talk about Faraday Future. Now, for those of you who don't know, that company created a lot of buzz at the CES a couple of years ago, and it had a lot of promising things going on for them. And after that, they kind of started to tank. Their CEO got in a lot of trouble. They ran out of money. People left. And literally in December, it looked like there was like last days of the company. But then some unknown investor, we were told, they injected like $1 million in cash, and so it was very odd. But then they restarted their factory. They produced a few prototypes. They made videos of them. Things kind of started to slowly come alive again, but now we know for sure. Here's the company called, let's see, I'm looking at my notes, Evergrande Health Industry Group. It's a Hong Kong-based company. They've committed $2 billion into Faraday Future. Now it's actually going to go like this. They already invested $800 million, like right now, and that's what the money is being used right now to to just start a production. Then the next year another $600 million, and the year after that in 2020 another $600 million. This is pretty standard actually when companies invest a lot of money into startups. Is you kind of have to meet milestones before you get more money. So it's kind of with kids, right? They did their homework, they got a candy. They clean up their room, okay, they're gonna have dinner now. At least in my family, all right? So that's kind of the same thing. So it makes sense. The only thing that's still kind of bothering me, and I think a lot of people, is that their controversial CEO, who goes by the name of YT, he's blacklisted in China for some, financial trouble he was in. He's also was, people said that he mismanaged some money between some of his companies that he owns, between Faraday Future and others. So I don't know if it's good news, but nevertheless, he's still officially the CEO, and he's going to be moving this company forward. Also, a couple months ago, they released a video about their meeting with potential suppliers. So it does look like this company is moving forward. And now there's no doubt with this kind of investment, it's more than enough to bring this car to production. Now, the question is, of course, is it all the specs that are going for? Is it going to really, they're delayed by 2 years, right? Is it going to be relevant? Are they going to be able to compete with whatever's on the market once they actually move to production? And of course, all the talent that ran away, right? Are they going to be able to replace them with same or better talent? Because there's so many other companies and startups, electric car startups, are actually finding for those same people. So I'll keep my eye on this, but these guys are really for real. Now, I was just covering Byton last week, but I think these guys are now just as serious as Byton. So we'll see how that goes. But any new electric car companies that are serious about it, that are producing good cars, I'm rooting for them. So we'll see what happens with their CEO though. All right, before I move on to the next story, of course, I wanted to remind you guys that Evanex is the sponsor of this channel, of this video. And of course, if you want to shop there for your aftermarket Tesla accessories, you can grab your discount code in the description of this video. And of course, the link to their website if you don't already have it. All right, let's move on to Volkswagen. Now, usually it's not good news. Whenever I say Volkswagen, someone's going to jail, some monkeys are getting hurt, and I don't mean to make fun of this, but it's sometimes not good news, but this time it's good news, actually great news. See this car, it's Volkswagen IDR, and it was participating in this race called Pikes Peak, where basically a bunch of cars race to the top of the mountain. Sounds really romantic, but nevertheless, it was not only it won this race, this is all electric Volkswagen car, not only it won the race, it also basically set the record for all cars ever attempted this, right? So they weren't running in some special Olympics electric car only type of a race. They were running amongst all cars, gas cars, hybrid cars, whatever. They won this one. They set the record, and this is great. Now, I personally, I don't think many of you guys really care about one-of-the-kind $3 million race cars. I mean, it's fun to watch, but I think what really this indicates, this once again promotes the electric car technology because it's just better than gas cars, right? It's no longer, oh, buy an electric car because it's better for environment or so forth. It's buy an electric car because it's better. That, and I think that's how Tesla really put their name on the map, and I think this is how the rest of the industry can do that by simply doing stuff like that, where they're saying, listen, our cars are better, they have more technology, and now they're also faster. So this is great news. I really, really, really like this. Now let's go to a company called Audi. Volkswagen Group owned company, not such a good story. Now they were planning on launching this Audi e-tron, all-electric SUV. A lot of people looking forward to it, including myself. They were planning to launch it in Europe in August, but now, because this guy got himself arrested, and that's their CEO, so that's a bit of a problem. So because of that, they're going to push it, I think, for 1 or 2 months, and they're going to do it in the US. Now, I'm not really sure why they're changing continents there, but apparently because this guy Rupert Sadler, he went to jail because he was still part, it looks like, of the whole Dieselgate scandal. He was part of Volkswagen Group then, and so they're moving it. I don't know what the connection really is and why 1 or 2 months is gonna make us forget about this, but nevertheless, that's what they're doing. Obviously, that sucks because the electric car launch being delayed because of the Dieselgate. I don't want to say ironic, but it's definitely sad. So I'm going to keep my eye on it. I'm going to see if I can, I'm definitely going to cover that event. And now that it's going to be United States, maybe I can even stop by and, say hi and see what's going on. All right, so now, comment of the day. Now, this section that I really kind of my favorite. And I've really enjoyed it, answering your comments kind of live here as I see comments on my video, including Patreon. But this time around, I'm going to be doing it a little different. I'm going to be doing it on a brand new IGTV. If you haven't heard, Instagram launched their TV, kind of a YouTube version. Unfortunately, it's not like this, it's like this. So I'm going to be making completely different, unique videos every day where I'm going to be going through comments, 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 a day, and I'm going to be answering it on IGTV, Instagram TV. So if you haven't signed up or followed me there, it's very easy. Pretty much all social media, but definitely on Instagram, it's E4Electric. You can follow me there, and you will see that my videos, vertical videos, will pop up there every day answering your questions. So I'm really excited about that. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for today. I will see you next time, and remember to stay charged.